Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Kajuri Alameen. And once again, I remain very, very humble, honored, and excited to wake up breathing into a new dawning, a new birth, a day that I never witnessed before and a day that I'll never witness again. So I will strive to continue to invest in this day. So happy to be among the breathing on earth. Over the years, I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all have heard me verbalize about the duality of life. And I'm going to share some of the information I go over in some of my groups about the duality of life. It's very, very real. It's very, very necessary. And we deal with it each and every day in some shape, form, or fashion. The duality of life is very, very real. Example, you have day, but you got night. There's truth, but there's also falsehood. There's prosperity, but there's also adversity. You have the sun, but we also have the moon. Sometimes we're up and sometimes we're down. Sometimes things are bitter and sometimes things are sweet. You're either in or you're out. There's faith, but we also have fear. There's male, but we also have female. There's pain, but there's also gain. Sometimes we got to stop, and sometimes we got to go. Sometimes we are a blessing, and sometimes we are a burden. We are either awake or we are asleep. There's winter, but there's also the summer. We are intelligent, or either we're ignorant. There's love, but there's also hate. Come on now. We are weak, but there's also strong. There's life, but there's also death. Sometimes we're long and sometimes we're short. There's problems, but there's also solutions. Sometimes we got to give and sometimes we got to take. Sometimes we're right and sometimes we're wrong. Sometimes we got to laugh and sometimes we got to cry. There's success, but there's also failure. There's grief and there's also loss. There's acceptance, but there's also rejection. Sometimes we're good and sometimes we're bad. There's fantasy and there's also reality. And I use these in my groups, and we've had some dynamic conversation over the years about the duality of life, ladies and gentlemen. We taste these things each and every day as spiritual beings having a very, very brief human experience. And it's all part of a bigger plan for all of us spiritual beings. We have to taste both. For example, I appreciate the daytime because of the night. And I appreciate the nighttime because of the day. Can you imagine if we stayed daytime 24/7, 365? It wasn't designed that way. I appreciate the game because of the pain. I appreciate the pain because of the game. I've been up and I've been down. I've been in. I've been out. I've been hurt. There's times I had love. There's times I had hate. We go through these emotions each and every day, whether we recognize it or not. And when the substance of this message this morning is we're going to taste these things in life is very, very real. And what you want to seek as you continue to grow in life and life grows in you, you want to seek a balance. Example, it's not daytime all the time. It's not nighttime all the time. You want to seek a balance in your life. You're going to have prosperity sometimes. You're going to have adversity sometimes. You want to seek a balance in your life. And you can only get that balance through action, through movement, through self-discovery, which is a dynamic place for all of us to be. But the duality of life is very real. This is not a mistake. This is what I call divine intelligence. We had to have both of these things. And when you understand that, you look at life from a different perspective, a deeper perspective, a more wisdom perspective. And that's what it's all about, ladies and gentlemen. So I want to encourage you to continue to deal with your duality. Whatever season you're in, remember not to forget it's temporary, it's not everlasting. And so let it work for you. Let it work for you, because this is all part of a bigger plan. And when you got that dynamic and you strike that balance, that is a delicious place to be in your life, in your journey, in your destination. So I want to encourage you to let these dynamics work for you. And like I said, when I do them in my groups, I go over a few more different interventions. But I want to share these dynamics with you today because it's very, very vital. Let these work for you. The duality of life is very necessary and it's very real. Stay up, stay strong, deal with your duality. Peace and blessings.